Hi, my name's Jack, and on behalf of the CV team, we'd love to invite you to CV 2023. CV is a conference that helps you think through whether vocational ministry, whether on the mission field or locally, whether bivocationally or full-time, might be where God is leading you. It's a question that all Christians should ask, but in a world where we're bombarded with different voices, where we're downloading information at a rate of knots, it's hard to find the time and the space to think through this question properly. That's what CV Conference is all about.
I went to CV, actually stumbled across it more like. I think the first time I was asked to be on band, but it was actually a blessing in disguise as I realised the unique opportunity that Christians have to consider doing ministry.
I went to CV because I just quit a secular job and had started some chaplaincy and I'd been working at my church and just trying to work out what's next, if this was just a meantime thing or if this was going to be a lot longer term, and if it was going to be longer term of thinking about vocational ministry, what does it look like for me to be equipped really well?
I think CV Conference is so great because what it offers is an opportunity to press pause on the busyness and the distractions of life so that you can actually spend some intentional time thinking about these things, thinking about how we can use our lives to serve Christ and His kingdom better.
I think CV, it hit the head, heart and hands.
It's awesome to be in a room of people that are kind of considering and working out the same sort of questions that you are. It's fun to chat and hear where other people are at and what's going on for them as well. And so being in a room for a day and a half, hearing those sorts of things is worthwhile.
There's few other intentional times to step aside from the conveyor belt of life and think about if there's other opportunities that God is calling you to, and stepping aside also with trusted Christian friends who also have a heart for what God's doing in the world.
If you're also thinking about these questions of how can I use my life to serve Christ and His kingdom better, or the questions of why and why not vocational ministry, I think CV Conference would be a great place for you as well.
CV Conference aims to hold the voices of the world back and give you the time and space to reflect and process and think through this question. It aims to create time to hear from God's Word. We've got Shane Ellery, the Senior Minister from St Bart's, Norwood, speaking to us on 2 Corinthians 1 and 2. It creates time to process, to sit alongside like-minded people and think through this issue, to chat over meals, but particularly to have one-to-one coaching with someone who will come alongside you and help you analyse your specific situation. And it gives you time to reflect, to think about God, to think about the gospel, and to think about the implications for your life. So if this is a question that you've ever had, if this is something that someone has told you you should be thinking about, we would love to see you there.